Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I'm glad you're here. I react to video game music as a musician myself and a music connoisseur, if you want to call it that. I am doing a Patreon request today for Turn Arclight. This is Shadow Hearts 2, aka Shadow Hearts Covenant. Old Smudged map of Europe. Interesting name. Funny enough, I was just saying I've never heard of this game before, and who knows when the next time I'll check out another one is. And then I realized that this person sent two from the same game, so I get to hear them again. Cool. It doesn't happen all that often. I'm not going to ruin if you haven't seen the first one, I'll put it here, but this is now my second time checking out Shadow Hearts Covenant. And the first one, let's just say it was interesting. So without further ado, this is Old Smudged map of Europe. Sitar? What is that? God, there's so many instruments in the world, it's just like, it could be anything. Very cool bass line in the background. I'm trying to think of all the instruments that are here, but I can't name them all. Like, that's not a tambourine. Jingle bells? I don't think I can name a single instrument here. And the percussion sounds digital. I really like this little arpeggiated main piece. Sounds like it's like underwater. I think that's a sitar, but I honestly don't know. That's a piano. Probably the only thing I recognize right now. Well, when I say that, I mean like I've heard all these before, but I just can't name them all. What is that noise? Shadow Heart's Covenant. Old smudged map of Europe. Man, I spent that whole song actually like just confused. I was listening to it and I was just kind of like embracing the really cool nature of it. But the whole time I'm like, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? What's this? What's this? You know, that kind of. Yeah, to me, it sounded kind of, at least the main instrument, or whatever, I don't even know if there was a main instrument here, but, you know, the one that kind of sounded like that little bendy, like, that to me sounded like a sitar. That's kind of the sound it makes. It seems like to me a lot of these instruments that we just heard were mostly like, well, ironically, like, you know, European, or just not in America. That's what I'm saying. And yeah, I was driving me crazy. I'm like, what is that? What is that? Because the way I can kind of determine this, I don't know the actual music theory here, besides the fact that like in Western music we use, you know, 12 notes, A through G. That's it. And in other parts of the world, I don't know what they call it, but you know, there's way more than that. And you have notes in between notes, that kind of thing. And I can't explain it, and I just know I've heard it like down the grapevine in my musical journey, and I should look more into it. But I feel like I got that a lot here. This sound, this mystical sound of in between notes and notes you don't really hear in traditional Western music. So that was pretty interesting. This is the second time I hear this game, and both times I've gotten a very worldly, nature almost type sound, like almost like you can imagine just like a tribe of people just performing this stuff during like, you know, rituals or stuff burning, I don't know, but it has that kind of ambience to it. But I also got a little bit of a scenery on this one, and I'm not sure why, but I got kind of like not catacombs, what's the word, I guess cave, just kind of like a dark like enclosure. And then I went from that to kind of like more water. And the only reason I thought of water was because of that little doom 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 doom. But it sounded like, you know, all the treble was turned down, so it was like boom, 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 boom. It was kind of muffled, which to me sounded like, you know, this is the equivalent of like maybe like a piano underwater. So then I started thinking like cave, water, and then maybe like something like that. No idea why. It's just a vision that kind of came to my head. But this game seems to just be kind of, I'm gonna take a guess, where it's just kind of maybe not time-based, say like Chrono Trigger, where it's just like different times, but more just all over the world. At least maybe its own fantasy world, but well, actually no, because it says map of Europe. So maybe this does just take place in like modern day, or I don't know. There's so many questions. Nothing, I'm gonna be honest, nothing about this game makes sense to me so far. Shadow Heart's Covenant, that alone, so vague. Old smudged map, vague. Map of Europe, vague. This whole thing, this logo, everything, the music choices, it's like, I can't even imagine what the story is like in this. I have no clue. It could be an RPG, it could be, you know what, actually, I'm gonna lean towards it's probably an RPG, because I feel like this is like an RPG type of realm to do this much experimentation with both sounds and story. Now, everything I said has just been an assumption, which I hate doing, but, you know, it's music like this that you can't really pinpoint to a specific thing, at least for me. It's so broad. It could be anything. It could be a massage parlor. It could be a store. They could sell potions, you know what I mean? Like, it's all over the place. It could be just walking music down a beach. It's kind of universal. It's just like a very chill ambient song, but in a way, I wouldn't say it sounds like scary or negative per se, but it has more of like a calm, you're away from trouble type of thing, like just like a casual walking area or shop. See, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like, it went from cave to water to shop. It's just like, it's just everywhere. So I'm sure, and I hope that you guys tell me some more context on this, because I have none. Musically, you know, definitely lean more towards the Middle Eastern thing with all these instruments. There was a lot of instruments here, like a lot of like lute style sounding instruments. We had a lot of different percussions. I think we heard bells, jingle bells. And I don't even know if that's the proper name for Jingle Bells either. But man, this whole song kind of just like made me question my entire knowledge of music. It's just kind of everywhere. But I don't know. I mean, in some weird way, that's the kind of stuff I like. I like to be challenged and not know where something is going to go. Or, you know, I feel in my years of life, I feel like I've heard almost everything one way or another. I for sure have not. And these videos keep reminding me of that. But also, like, just the fact that these are in games is so mesmerizing to me. Like, how is this a thing? But it is. I could talk forever about this kind of stuff. But it really makes you think. It might not, but to me it does. And it just always opens, like, my third eye, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm a very curious person, and every time I start something new, in this case a new game that I've heard twice now back to back, I'm just like, well, you know, now what? You know, what's next? Okay, most people can just go look it up or play the game if they're curious. For me, it's more like, okay, well, the next time I hear it, I guess I can kind of start piecing it together. But in reality, it could. Who knows if I ever will, unless I do play it. Which, let's be honest, I probably won't because I'm very busy. But I don't know. Love the song, but I kind of hate that I probably won't know anything about it unless the comment section kind of fills me in. So have at it. Maybe be cautious about spoiling it for other people, but at least you can maybe put like spoilers and then something just to be courteous. But yeah, let me know, because I feel like every guess I've made in both songs that I've heard from this game are just totally off. I just have that feeling, like it didn't, like sometimes you'll have a guess and you're like, yeah, I feel good about this guess, but this time I'm just kind of like, I'm just shooting in the dark, and I'm just giving you like the thing that just comes to mind immediately. So that being said, really cool, and yeah, really like it. Don't hear enough Middle Eastern type sounding music on this channel, and we need to change that. So if you want to make your own request, you could do so on Patreon or PayPal to me. VGM, I should say. Has to be a video game song. And you could do so on Patreon and PayPal again, and you can even sign up for the Platinum tier if you do not want to wait. There is a big waiting list, and if you do not want to wait, that is the way to skip line, and Turn Arclight was a part of that. And a big shout out to the other Platinum supporters, Fly, Orange, and Roguemog. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone here that you've been seeing. Thanks to you, the fans, and the Shadow Hearts players, and everyone else, the VGM lovers. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I will see you later.